Okay. Can you see my screen? Yes. No, maybe. Okay. So, guys, in our last class, we were discussing this particular question, which was related to the SUMIFS, and where there were lots of criterias that we had to cater to. I think three criterias. So, till now, before we start with the next topic, I just wanted to understand. Till now, do you guys have any doubts? Any doubts? Any questions? Anything if you have? Yeah, feel free to ask, guys. Come on.
No, sir, no doubts.
No doubts. All good. Okay. Okay. So, guys, in our today's class, we will be covering lookup functions. The lookup functions are basically, first of all, the VLOOKUP function. Then we have HLOOKUP. Then we have match. Then we have index, right? So, and then we have offset as well. So, we will be covering all these functions today in our class one by one. And then as soon as we will progress, we will keep on increasing the level of this lookup functions. Correct? So, guys, first function that we are going to learn today is the VLOOKUP function. Now, guys, if you look at the data which is present in this particular highlighted array, which is basically the total assets, then 2006 7, then there are some banks, right? So, you are supposed to calculate some data over here. Now, if you look at the table, which is from column B to column E. So this table contains the data of the banks and their total assets as on the year 2006, 7, 7, 8, and 2008, 9. Correct? So this is the data of the bank. Now, this data has lots of banks, right? But you are only concerned with the five banks that is mentioned over here. And you are supposed to pull basically, not calculate, to pull the total assets that is there for Central Bank of India in the year 2006 7. Correct? Correct, guys? Are you getting the problem? Right?
Yes, sir.
So, in these particular cells, we are supposed to calculate the total assets for Central Bank of India in 2006 7, then for State Bank of India also, then PNB, OBC, and Indian Bank. Right? So, guys, how we can achieve this? So, in order to achieve this, first of all, you need to look at the data first. So, this data is presented vertically, right? It's not presented in a horizontal manner. Correct? So, we will be using VLOOKUP here, right? So if your data is presented in a vertical manner, then we say that VLOOKUP will work. And if it is presented in a horizontal manner, then we will say that HLOOKUP will work. Now that is the first criteria. Now the second criteria is the thing that you are going to look out for. What we are going to look out for in this particular data set? The first thing that we are going to look out for is the Central Bank of India, right? Now, this Central Bank of India should be in the first column of the table, right? So, this is your table, and this Central Bank of India information should be in the first column. If it is not in the first column, then your VLOOKUP will not work. Correct, guys? So, let's suppose if I say that 2006 7 is the first column and these bank names are in the second column, then VLOOKUP will not work. So, in order to have VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP to work, the thing that you are looking out for, that should be in the first column or first row respectively. If we are using VLOOKUP, then it should be in the first column. If we are using HLOOKUP, then it should be in the first row of the table. Correct? Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just let's look at this particular problem. So in this particular problem, the lookup value is Apple, right? So for Apple, you are supposed to calculate the unit price and product ID. But if I look at the table, my Apple is not in the first column. My first column is product ID and Apple is the third column. So if you are going to use VLOOKUP over here, it will not work, right? Why? Because this project needs to be in the first column, right? So guys, that's the limitation about VLOOKUP. It only works when your lookup value is in the first column. If you are using VLOOKUP or if you are using HLOOKUP, then it should be in the first row. Okay, now guys, let's do so equal to VLOOKUP. Now, first thing that it is asking for is the lookup value. What value do you want to look at? So I want to look at Central Bank of India, right? I want to look at Central Bank of India. Then it is asking me the table array. From which table do you want to look out for this value? So I want to look out for this value from this particular table, right? Now I can freeze this whole table because I'm going to write a formula in this particular cell and I'm going to drag it across. So the table is going to be same for all the other instances as well, right? So guys, I fix this table and then it is asking me for the column index number, right? So which column value do you want? So I want the value for 2006-7. Now if I look at my table carefully, my 2006-7 is in the second column, correct? So I can write 2 over here. And then it is asking me for an approximate match or an exact match. I want an exact match. So either I can write false or I can write 0, right? 0 means exact match, 1 means approximate match, right? But I want to match exactly. Like I want to match Central Bank of India exactly in the particular table. So it should be an exact match. So it should be 0, right? So guys, if you now drag this formula towards downside, you have all the data of the assets for every particular bank for the year 2006-7. Now let's suppose I want it for 2007 and 8. Then I need to put the column index number as 3. If I need to look out for 2008-9, then I need to put the column index number as 4, right? Now, this is a manual process, right? So writing 2, 3, and 4, this is very cumbersome task, right? So what is the alternative for it? So the alternative for it is the match function, right? So we will be covering this match function also. But before that, let's try to use VLOOKUP in this particular data set as well, right? So my goal here is again, I need to write a formula in this particular yellow highlighted cell and I want to drag it across so that the value gets populated correctly for every combination, right? So for an example, Punjab National Bank of India 2007-8. So every combination gets the right value. Now, how can I do this? In order to do this, so first of all, let's say equals to VLOOKUP, sorry, then lookup value. My lookup value is Central Bank of India. Now tell me, what do I need to freeze here? Do I need to freeze row? Do I need to freeze column, or do I need to freeze both? Tell me. I want to drag this formula across right and across down. Now tell me, what is the thing that I'm supposed to freeze it?
Both rows and columns.
Both rows and columns. No.
Yes.
Rows.
If you freeze both row and columns, then every time it will look out for Central Bank of India only. Yeah, any other guesses, guys?
Rows, sir.
Row. No, if you freeze row, then if you go below, then it will again search for Central Bank of India only. And if you freeze row only, then if you go to column number P, it will look out for the value that is present in column number O. So guys, here you need to freeze the column. Why? Because if you move towards right or towards onward, the lookup value is always present in column number n. Correct? Column n will always have the lookup values that are present. So you need to freeze the column number n. Then the next thing is it is asking for table array. Now this is my table array for an example, and I freezed it. Then it is asking me for column index number. So 2006-7 column index number will be 2, then exact match 0. Now I can drag this formula and now you can see. So column number O is fine, but when I move towards column number P, it should calculate the value for 2007 and 8. So this column index number should be changed from 2 to 3. And in the next column also, it should be changed from 2 to 4. And then you need to copy this and then you need to drag this. Now the values are getting pulled correctly. Now just imagine, let's suppose you have 100,000 data, right, that you need to fill out. Are you going to do this manually? No. Right? Then what is the shortcut for it? And what is the alternative for it? So I will be explaining it. But before that, please let me know if you guys have any concerns or any doubts over here. Please. Yeah, सबको समझ में. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, in the next set, let's keep it as it is. Now I'm going to teach you a function named as match. Now what does a match function do? So basically match function gives the position of the number or the lookup value that you are going to search for. Right? So let's try to search for match equal to match. Then let's suppose what is the lookup value. Let's suppose I want to search for 2006-7. Then it is asking me what is the lookup array. From which array do you want to search this? So let's suppose I know that 2006-7 is in this particular row. Guys, please remember that match function works either in one row or it works either in one column. It doesn't work in a combination of rows and columns, right? या तो ये एक रो में ही काम करेगा या तो ये एक कॉलम में ही काम करेगा. Correct? It doesn't work when you select multiple rows and columns. Right? It will not work. So it will only work either in one row or either in one column. So guys, here we want to search 2006 and 7. And I know that 2006 and 7 is in row number 6. So I selected whole row number 6. Correct? Then I freezed it and then I said exact match for 0. Now see, it is giving me the position of 2. That in this particular array, at second place 2006 and 7 is mentioned. Now let's suppose I want to look up for Central Bank of India. Now I can do a match. Now my lookup value is Central Bank of India for an example. Now I know that my Central Bank of India is in particular this column, right? So I can select this column and then I can press a 0. Now you can see it is giving you the position as 9, which means when I start count, so I selected table from row number 6, right? So selection is very important, guys. So I started selection from row number 6. So from row number 6, it will go on counting. So row number 6 is 1, 7 is 2, 8 is 3, 9 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you can see Central Bank of India is at the 9th position if you consider row number 6 as the first position. Now, if I change this, let's suppose if I change the starting point from row number 6 to row number 7, then you can see the value got updated to 8 because now the match function started its counting from row number 7. Correct, guys? Are you able to get this? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what was the problem
Yes,
here?
sir.
The problem was that we were using hard-coded numbers as 2, 3, and 4, and we were supposed to edit it when we were moving rightwards, right? Now we wanted to get rid of this situation. right? Now, in order to get rid of this situation, we can use a match function over here. So I can say equal to VLOOKUP. My lookup value is still going to be the same, right? Then table array. So just be very sure that if you are selecting your table array from column number B6 till E41, then the same range should be for match as well. Now for match, I can say match this 2006-7, and I can freeze the row, and then I can say lookup array will be, since I started from column number B as in table array, so I will start here also from column number B. It should not be the case that in VLOOKUP I am saying that my table starts from column number B, and under match I say that it starts from column number C. Then it will not pick up the correct value, right? So guys, if I am starting my table from column number B, then my match range should also start from column number B, right? Then you can see I selected the row, then I press 0 for an exact match. I close the match. Now, this particular function is giving you a value of 2. Can you see here? It is giving you a value of 2. And you got rid of the problem that you were supposed to put in hard coded numbers, right? And then you can say 0. 0 is for exact match. And then you can enter this out. And now you can safely copy this formula and you can drag it across. Now you can compare the results from both the tables. The results are particularly same, and it should be same, right? But what is the benefit here? Here we were supposed to do it manually in the upper table and in the below table. Through the uses of um, due to the uses of match, I was able to do it without manual intervention. Correct, guys? Did you got this match and VLOOKUP?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Guys, any more questions? Bolo. Till this point, do you have any questions in mind?
No, sir.
Anyone more? Guys, please respond if you are not able to understand anything. Guys, are you clear with the freezing part at least?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, guys. Uh, 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 Now, what's the next topic? So, the next topic is going to be index and match, right? But before proceeding to index and match, I want to ask you a question. I gave you guys a question if I remember. What question I gave to you guys? 1 second. What was the question that I gave to you in the last class? Do you remember?
No, sir. Sorry.
I gave some questions in the last class, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what was the question?
I think it was freezing, sir. About the freezing, how to do freezing and all that.
Yeah, correct. I remember now. Guys, did you practice freezing in the last in the like little break that you had?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but I don't see that you guys had practice, because when I asked for the freezing, what needs to be freeze there, I didn't got a clear answer or a correct answer. So, guys, tell me, what is the problem that you guys are facing in freezing? Before I move on to index and match, I just wanted to get this cleared. Guys, is there anything that you guys are facing problem, or what is the thing that you guys are not able to think?
सर हम अगर हम वन टाइम F4 प्रेस करते हैं, दैट मीन्स के रोज एंड कॉलम फ्रीज होता है फर्स्ट।
फिर उसके बाद एक बार और F4 कर दो।
उसके बाद F4 करने के बाद हमारा रो फिक्स्ड होता है, करेक्ट।
हाँ
एंड लास्ट हम एक और बार F4 प्रेस करते हैं, दैट मीन्स हमारा कॉलम फिक्स होता है।
हाँ, लास्ट F4 प्रेस करेंगे तो कॉलम होगा, यस। और उसके बाद एक और पर प्रेस करोगे तो वो दोनों हट जाएंगे, मतलब फिर कोई
हाँ
फ्रीज नहीं होगा। यस, दैट्स
हाँ।
करेक्ट, दैट्स
ओके।
करेक्ट। हम्म।
हाँ सर, ड्यूरिंग द प्रैक्टिस मुझे एक्चुअली इसमें डाउट था। मैं एक्चुअली रो को फ्रीज कर देता और मैं उसको कॉलम बोलता था, तो उसी में मिसमैच हुआ है।
नो प्रॉब्लम। गाइस, एनीवन मोर would like to? बोलो गाइस, और किसी को कोई डाउट हो रहा है इसमें फ्रीजिंग में? बिकॉज सी एक्चुअली फ्रीजिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। जब आप फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग, when we cover financial modeling, then this one topic is very important. And if you are not able to do freezing, if you are not pro at it, then it is going to be very difficult for you guys. Okay, guys, if you are not practice, go back and practice. Huh? Okay, so now let's move on to our next set of functions, that is the index and match, right? So guys, again, we have same data set and we want to populate the same results that we had. Now, wherever VLOOKUP can't work, right? So I told you, I gave you one instance that if in the table array, if the lookup value is not in the first column, then VLOOKUP will not work, right? So there you can use index and match. So index and match comes as a rescue over there. So let's try to look at what does an index function looks like. So guys, index function, first of all, it is asking for an array. Now array means the table array, right? So I will select the table, whole table first. Then I will freeze this whole table. Then it is asking me for a row number, right? So guys, what is the row number? So guys, I need to manually look at Central Bank of India, which row number it is. So it is at 9 row. So you can write 9 over here. But this is now not the way how we should write. So what we are going to use here? We are going to use here match function. So we will say match. Now what do I need to match? I need to match Central Bank of India, right? And this is my table array, right? So guys, again, you need to be very careful. If we are starting it from sixth row, then your array should also start in match from sixth row, right? It should not be the case that you have started it from B6 and then for the match you are starting it from B7. No, then it will give you wrong results, right? So guys, this match it worked for. So now it will search for Central Bank of India. And the next thing is that for Central Bank of India, I want 2006 and 7 values. So I will again use a match over here and I will say that lookup value is going to be 2006 and 7. And then this is going to be my lookup array. And this is going to be an exact match. And then I will, so this match bracket is closed. Then you are supposed to put in another bracket so that index gets closed. And then you can press this and you got your results. Okay. Can you see one difference here, guys? So here 2008-9 is in the second column, right? So 2008-9 ka value is appearing over here, right? So when you will compare these two tables, be very careful that you are getting the right result, but it's just that the ordering of the information is changed. Cool. Cool, guys. Are you able to get this? So, guys, under index and match function, you are supposed to select the array first. That is the table array. And then you are supposed to select the row reference number and then the column index number, right? So, in this way, it generally works. Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you able to get this or not?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Any doubts till now? ठीक है? Okay. Guys, do you have this workbook open?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
सबके पास ये workbook opened है? And you guys had joined from laptop, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, there is one sheet in this particular file. That sheet is named as VLOOKUP and if. Right? अगर वहां पे सॉल्यूशन किया हुआ है तो प्लीज उसको डिलीट कर दो. If not, then please write on the solution. So, guys, I will explain you the question. So, question here is, if the age is above 33, then get the corresponding unit price and product ID. Right? So, in this particular column, there is a age, right? So, if this age is greater than 33, then I should get the unit price of that particular product and the product ID of that particular product. And if age is below 33 or equal to 33, then it should be not applicable over there. Right? Correct? Are you getting the answer? So, guys, for an example, in cell number D7, age is greater than 33. So, my unit price is going to be Apple ka unit price is 8.70. So, here it should be 8.70 and product ID should be P1. Then, in the second row, 28 is the age, which is less than 33. Now here it should be not applicable in unit price and product ID also it should be not applicable, right? So you are supposed to write down a formula in this particular cell and then the formula should be dynamic enough so that if I drag it across, it should get updated, right? So guys, this is the question. So I will do something easy for you. Let's forget about the age condition, right? Age condition को भूल जाओ कुछ पल के लिए, right? Let's forget about the age condition. Just think one thing कि आपको इस प्रोडक्ट का whatever is the product that is apple banana जो भी है उस प्रोडक्ट का you are supposed to put in the unit price and product ID, right? आप एज वाला चीज छोड़ दो. If you are able to cater to age वाला problem also, then it's fine. If not, then please try to pull in the unit price and product ID for this particular product. Is the question clear to you all?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, Bolo, people on the call, Harish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, question is clear, right? So, guys, I'm giving you 10 minutes. Can you please practice it in front of me? And then, particularly after 10 minutes, we can discuss this question, right? But please practice. I can ask any one of you to randomly share your screen and show me what you did.
Sir, actually, I'm outside right now, sir, and currently
Okay.
I'm attending the class from my phone, sir.
Okay, apart from Rohit, is there anyone who is attending class from phone? अब सब मत बोलना क्योंकि मैंने पूछा था. Is
Sir,
your
actually हम
Excel
बोल
open?
सकते हैं, I know about it, sir.
No, 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 Rohit. Just stop. I will ask you. No problem. Okay, guys. I think everyone other have joined from laptop. Please, guys, try to tackle this question. Right? Whatever I taught you till now, that is more than enough to solve this question. Right? And also, this question was asked in the Excel test of PWC. Right? So you are solving a question which was asked in PWC, and yeah, you are supposed to answer this. Okay. So, guys, yeah, I will just give you 10 minutes. So, currently it's 4:47. So, let's meet at 5. Don't leave this call, right? Just be in this call and let's meet at 5 and then let's discuss this. Yeah, hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Some people left the class. Okay, it's fine. No problem. ठीक है. बताओ, did you guys tried?
यस सर, आई हैव ट्राइड बट मेरा आंसर ना नॉट मतलब नॉट एप्लीकेबल में तो आ रहा है, बट सब में आंसर 0 0 आ रहा है.
Okay. What about rest? I will look at it, Krishna. Wait.
या
What about Rohit, Ruhi, Harish?
I have joined with my phone, sir. I
Oh,
told you
okay.
what to do.
Yeah, sorry. Ruhi, Harish.
और सर मेरा आ रहा है नॉट एप्लीकेबल में एंड जस्ट 8.7 कुछ ऐसा आ रहा है.
Okay. Krishna, can you share your screen?
यस सर, जस्ट अ मिनट.
I want to see what is the problem.
इट्स विजिबल सर.
1 minute. Yes. Can you please
या
go to the formula in cell number D7? VLOOKUP.
आई हैव यूज दिस, मतलब प्रोडक्ट से लेके यहाँ तक
I,
प्रोडक्ट.
I, I told you VLOOKUP will not work here. Is Apple in the first column of the table? No, right? When I was telling you the limitations of VLOOKUP, at that time I show you the example, right? That this can't be solved using VLOOKUP because the lookup value Apple is not in the first column of the table,
यस.
right? So here VLOOKUP will not work. Okay, I got your problem. You can stop sharing, Krishna.
ओके सर.
सर एक्स लुकअप से तो हो रहा है.
Yes, XLOOKUP will work.
Sir, index max से होना था. Index match.
Yeah, index match will work. Yes,
Sir,
correct.
I have tried to do it with the H lookup, it also didn't work. But
HLOOKUP HLOOKUप से भी
index match से हो गया था, but H lookup से नहीं हो रहा था.
HLOOKUP will not work here. Come on. Your data is present in a vertical way. It's not present in a horizontal way. So how HLOOKUP can work here? It will not, right? XLOOKUP, किसने XLOOKUP use किया?
सर मैंने.
Okay, Rui, yeah, it's fine. XLOOKUP can work here, it's fine. But actually, generally, we don't use XLOOKUP right now in our day-to-day life generally because XLOOKUP is the most recent function and most of the clients don't understand it. So it's not used so frequently right now as compared to index and match, right? So that's why like I will suggest you to not use XLOOKUP. But yeah, XLOOKUP will solve this problem because XLOOKUP was designed to overcome the limitations of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, and it will work with XLOOKUP. That's correct. But again, we don't use it
Yes,
because
sir.
it's not so friendly till now with the clients. Okay, guys, let me share my screen. I will show you all how this is going to work. Okay, so guys, first of all, there is a logical condition over here, right? And what is the condition? That if the age is above 33, right? So I'm going to write equal to if this age, and here I'm going to freeze the column. If age is greater than 33, right, then you need to calculate the unit price and product ID, right? So what I can do an index, and my table array is going to be this, right? Then I will use match. Now what is the first match? I need to look at the apple where it is, and this is in this particular array. So I will select this array, and then exact match. And then for column index number, I'm again going to use match, and I need to look at the unit price. And this unit price is present in this particular row. And then 0. And then this index will get closed. Now, if this is the case, then give me this. Otherwise, give me not applicable. Now, if you drag this formula, now you can see it is working, right? So, guys, the concept is same. Just remember what I did in Central Bank of India example. I'm doing the same thing over here, right? And this is going to work. Are you able to get this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, guys, in this way, it is going to work. Okay. So, this was all regarding your VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index, and match. Then let's move forward and let's try to solve this question. Now, in this particular question, there is a company wise data, there is a date also, and you are supposed to calculate the share price, right? Now, I'm giving you a challenge. So, this is basically your homework, which I will check in tomorrow's class. Now, you are supposed to calculate the share price as per the information that is given over here. So, for an example, the information is, let's suppose, as on 1st August 2023, as on 1st August 2003, what is my McDonald's share price? And that information you can find it here, right? Now you are supposed to attempt this question. In D column, you are supposed to attempt this question using VLOOKUP. Is it going to work using VLOOKUP, guys? Yes. In column number E, you are going to solve this using HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP will just check if HLOOKUP is working or not. In the F column, just copy this, just paste this in F column, and in F column, you are going to solve this using index and match, right? Correct, guys?
Yes, sir. सर
Yes,
सम
sir.
इफ से ही हो जाएगा सर तो
Sorry,
नो सर ओके ओके
sum if से नहीं होगा because
हाँ हाँ हाँ
one criteria is horizontal and the another criteria is vertical, so it will not work with sum ifs. Sum if से भी हो सकता है अगर आप 1 by 1 लगाओ, तो जैसे मैकडोनल्ड्स के लिए एक लगाओ, डिएगो के लिए अलग चेंज करो कॉलम, इसके लिए अलग चेंज करो, तो ये आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा हर एक कॉलम में जाके, तभी सम इफ विल वर्क, अदरवाइज सम इफ विल नॉट वर्क. ठीक है? So guys, just do this in column D using VLOOKUP, E using HLOOKUP, and F using index and match. Please try to do this, and we will check this in tomorrow's class. Right? Okay. Conditional formatting. Okay, wait. I will cover this tomorrow. What do I need to cover today? 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at this particular question, guys. This was again asked in some interview. So you are supposed to calculate the class to which this value will belong. Sorry. So you can see here lower limit, upper limit, 0 to 160. Now 0 to 160, 175 will lie in 161 to 320. Correct? Correct, guys? Bolo,
Yes, sir.
right? So you are supposed to calculate the frequency class. So how we can achieve this? So we can say VLOOKUP. The lookup value is 175. Then this is my table array, right? And I want to look at the frequency class, which is in column number 3. Now here you are going to use the approximate match, which is 1. Why? Because you can't find 175 anywhere, right? So you are going to use the approximate match. If you will use exact match, then Excel will not be able to find anything, right? Now you can see it will give you the frequency class. Right? So this is how we use approximate match sometimes when we are dealing with frequencies or when we are dealing with some other steps, right? So guys, what Excel is doing here, let's try to understand. So Excel was trying to look out for the value 175, and I gave Excel a command that okay, 175 is, you are supposed to match it approximately. So what Excel will do, Excel will look out at the number which is closest to 175. So guys, the number which is closest to 175 is 161. Correct? And then I gave the command that okay, whenever you find the closest number to 175, just pull up the frequency class from there. And Excel will pull up the frequency class from there. Correct, guys? Bolo,
Yes, sir.
right? So this is how it is working here. Okay. EMI calculation, guys, I'm going to teach you in financial modeling, so there is no need to worry about this here. We are going to teach you this in financial modeling. This is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. Conditional formatting, we will cover it tomorrow. We will cover this drop down also tomorrow. Okay, then charts, we are going to cover it in our financial modeling classes. Okay, so guys, the Excel formulas which I have told you till now, we are using most of these formulas only in our day-to-day life. There are some additional formulas which I will teach you tomorrow, right? I am not covering it today because um like there is very low participation today and I want to give a benefit of doubt. So guys, what is remaining? Just let's figure it out. So remaining is conditional formatting, then data validation, and after that text functions. This is very important, guys. Text functions and then date functions. Sorry for the spelling. right? So these four are remaining. Among these four, these two are very important: the text functions and date functions, right? So there are lots of functions inside this function. So basically, this is a bigger bracket you can assume. And under this, there are lots of functions which we are going to cover tomorrow. And under date also, there are lots of functions which we are going to cover tomorrow. But those functions are very easy to learn, right? Those are not so complicated functions. It is very easier to learn, just having one or two syntax and it works, right? So guys, this is what it is remaining right now in this particular module. Now in tomorrow's class, we will be completed with the Excel. Now once Excel is done, then we will move forward with our financial statement classes, right? And guys, there can be some more functions like mod or anything. If they, so I will teach you whenever I will use it in financial modeling. So if there are any additional functions that we are going to use in financial modeling, I will teach you there only. So don't worry about it. But whatever functions I am teaching you, those functions are more than enough to get a good hands on in Excel, right? If you get a mastery of all these functions only, then you are able to solve uh, most of the problems in Excel, right? And in financial modeling perspective, you are always able to solve everything, correct? So guys, this is what it is. I will request you all to please go back. Please practice freezing. Huh? Before practicing anything, please practice freezing more often and often. And then please try to tackle the questions which I taught you in the class. And after that, please complete the homework and let's meet tomorrow at the same time. And tomorrow's class is going to be a long class, right? So it is going to be of 2.5 hours. So guys, before that, please go back and practice, right? Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me right now. If not, then we can end.
Nothing as of now, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. See you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.